Hi everyone, Amy here, and I have a few ocean themed cards to share with you today. Now I actually made these panels in a previous video and I'll link it below in the video description box if you want to check it out after this. But I used two new stencils from the June release. I used Split Seaweed and Aquatic Floor. Now this June release at Colorful Life Designs is jam-packed full of awesome summer and ocean themed sort of stencils, so be sure to check it out and use my coupon code AmyFan10 if you shop and save 10% on your complete order. Now you can see this one on the right, I did in warm colors, so not really seaweed feeling, but I wanted to show the versatility of this stencil. You don't have to make it look water or ocean themed if you want. It's just a fun design in general. But I'm using some low-tack tape and running that through my die cutting machine. And here's a few photos of the finished cards. You can see I used some Copic colored critters and some die cuts, but these came together super quickly, so they're perfect to have in your crafty stash for your birthday needs or even card donations or whatever you might need them for. So here you can see I'm going to use two different sizes of the stitched edge rectangle dies so that I can actually get two cards out of this one ink blended 6x9 panel. So I'm just going to stack those up here and run this through my die cutting machine, and now I have three stitched edge panels to turn into finished cards. I have this extra little strip that I do end up putting on the inside of that one card base here just to add a little interest and not waste that pretty little piece of ink blending. So I'm just using some tape runner and attaching that down. You can see it's slightly smaller than A2 size. It has a little bit of a white border. But this is a 110-pound Neenah Classic Crest Solar White cardstock that I'm using both for the ink blending and for the card bases. And here I'm just kind of figuring out how I want to put it together. This is part of my batching process. I have this critter book with a bunch of stamped and colored and die cut or fussy cut out critters ready to go. And I have this whole section of kind of, you know, watery or aquatic type of critters. So I'm just kind of looking through my options here, figuring what I want to use. And then I also have another one of these books full of die cuts, sentiments and things like that. So I have this funny one from the Rabbit Hole Designs. I love those caffeinated critters. They're just too funny. But I do end up going with this adorable floral whale and this narwhal, and this is a stamp set from Flora and Fauna. I'll show that a little bit later on in the video. But I do end up going with those little critters for those cards, as you saw in the finished photos. And then I ended up just turning the other one into a birthday card. So here's that stamp set. I don't know if it's still available, but if it is, I will link it. It's called Floral Mermaid. If it's available, I'll link it in the video description box. But here I'm shopping my sentiment book. Same thing. I have these baseball card pocket protector sheets. Now these I have with my sentiments. I don't have the little flap, but in the critter book you may have noticed there's a little flap that went over the openings of the pocket, and it just kind of helps hold them in. So I will link both types of pockets in the video description box below with the other products. I would say the ones with the lip are probably a little bit better just because they help hold the stuff in, especially if you get them kind of full. But if you don't pack them too full, like I have here on this sentiment book, then it tends to do better and they don't come flying out on you. So if you think you're going to chock it full of stuff, then you might want to get the one with the little lip. Now here, June is part of a collaboration. We're doing a Spread the Sparkle collaboration with Doodles Paper Playground, and she sent me these clear bubbles, and they are perfect obviously for these water cards, but I also like it and end up using them on the Celebrate card as well, just because they look like water droplets and they're so fun. So I could see me using these on all sorts of different cards. So I'm just using my jewel picker and some liquid glue and putting that down. And as you can see, I already attached the sentiments that I chose and the little critters, and I popped the critters up with some foam tape. So no real rhyme or reason to that, so I just did that off screen to save some time. But I'm just attaching these little cool clear droplets, and I am doing them in odd numbers, so 3 on one side and 2 on the other. That's just my preference. I think odd numbers are more visually appealing here, but here I debated doing some gold ones just to kind of match the Celebrate. But again, I just really love these clear droplets. I think they look so cool, and you don't see the glue at all once it dries underneath. So here are the finished cards here. I have the Celebrate, which is perfect for a birthday card, and then this Hello Friend with adorable little floral whale. And then finally this narwhal. You are a rare find, and that's a die cut from Concord and Ninth. So like I said, I will link all the products in the video description box below. Be sure to check out the full June release at A Colorful Life Designs and use my coupon if you shop. And also check out Doodle's Paper Playground because they have so many awesome embellies and sparkle blends and things like that. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.